My name's Evan. This is Andy. This is Riley. And we are missing Walker currently. He's busy. But this is another episode of Going Deep with Trekyeah. And we're here to go deep with Riley. And
deep!
Yeah, deep. And we're going to get to know him better. So, over some beers, mind you.
Yes.
So,
great idea, by the way.
it's fun, man.
Yeah,
so
tough.
fun.
Good
So,
stuff.
let's start out. Tell us about where you're from.
Yeah, from planet Earth. Great place to be born.
I know.
Telling you,
Yeah.
it's great.
So far.
Grew up Bellevue, Washington, which is right next to Seattle, Washington. So grew up in regular, childhood. Went to high school, university, and then I guess getting into why I'm here is I was a little bit jealous of my friends that studied abroad.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wanted to travel after college. Didn't know what I wanted to do, but what actually kicked it all off is I ended up visiting Thailand for 2 weeks because my boy Parker, who we both ended up coming out here full time, is he did a semester abroad for his last semester. I was already graduated, and so he would call me and my boys this is so cool, you gotta come out just to see us. And we were like, all right, let's take 2 weeks off our corporate jobs, and we came out to do Thailand for 2 weeks, the typical 2 weeks. We did Bangkok for a few days, Phuket, stopped in Hong Kong for a few days, just the typical tourist stuff. And then we were like, damn, 2 weeks we have to go home? That was so short. I was just getting used to it. I'd never traveled anywhere. I'd never traveled really outside the continent before. Me and Parker both got a apartment together in Bellevue, Washington. And it was a 1-bedroom studio apartment. It had a sliding divider for the bedroom section, and I actually slept on the couch for a year. And that was our mission, just to save money and figure out how we can go get a job out in Thailand and do the work abroad for a year, or gap year, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Just do that for a year, because Thailand was cool, but we wanted to fully live it for a while. And a major key decision that we made was I actually worked for Comcast Cable, and instead of signing us up for cable TV, we did the internet-only package, and we hooked up the Apple TV to our big screen in the living room. It wasn't even that big. It was 32, not one of those Mondo
I got
ones.
you, yeah.
Like a 32-incher. And from having just that, we started obviously consuming a lot of YouTube and a lot of travel videos about Thailand because we were looking into it, getting hyped about Thailand. And like a lot of us, we found Johnny FD's videos about drop shipping and about the Chiang Mai lifestyle, and we were like, what? He's doing this what online business, making what amount of money, making 5 figures a month? I don't know, maybe not that at that time, but
Making an income.
we were like, okay, digital nomad, boom, it's in the brain. Digital nomad, working online and being able to be locationally free, and starting out in a very affordable location. That was in the minds. We're like, hey, that sounds a lot better than teaching English. And so we actually started our dropshipping store. We bought Johnny and Anton's course back when it was only $500.
How much is it now?
It's like $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dropshiplifestyle.com. I'll plug it. Yeah, go and do it. They announced that they were having their first annual retreat conference, October 2014. And we had bought the course early in the year, so we were like, all right, by the end of this year, October, we're going to put that on the calendar. We're going to go to that conference, whether we're making sales or not. And we're just going to go out there, take Tim Ferris's advice, be the average of the 5 people that you're around. You just get around these digital nomads and see if we can figure it out. So long story short, quit our corporate jobs and went out to Chiang Mai at the conference. Met some guys that were into doing Amazon. Dropshipping wasn't going too fast, so put in the last of our money actually into Amazon inventory. And there was a hiccup with the first order, but the second one went well, and that product is still selling now. 2 years, almost 2 years minus 1 month. We launched in July 2015.
Yeah.
And so that product is still going strong.
So taking it back just a couple steps.
Yeah.
You saw Johnny FD. You're like, oh, this whole making income online. Like, what the hell is this, right?
I know.
So my question for you then is what was it a hard decision to want to pursue that? And I just kind of want to get a little insight in that.
To pursue the online stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, like
back to the normal life.
Yeah, because you have your job, your security, your safety, all that.
Yeah. What probably
for Evan, that was a difficult choice.
Oh, super hard. I had a job with a office furniture sales company.
Oh yeah.
And great, actually a good company.
Sell that shit online.
But it was super hard for me to come, and the only reason I ended up coming was because Andy was able to convince me. So I'm forever thankful for Andy encouraging me to make the step. But because I know it was drastic for me, I'm curious if it was drastic for you or kind of what went into that decision
Same story
process.
is I probably wouldn't have done it by myself. It was because me and Parker were in that little box in our own little bubble.
Yeah.
Just talking about how excited we are about Thailand and how excited we are about this drop shipping thing.
Yeah.
And just like we're just like in our own little bubble. So you really got to get on a team and just get on a fucking mission. And so the same thing with you guys.
It's crazy how like the environment affects you so much, and even like moving from television to like internet videos where you have to put the intention into the videos, and you don't just fall into Family Guy or something.
Exactly.
And then you find yourself like really developing your interests and things like that.
Exactly, man. I say it in every podcast. Turn off the TV, and it was so ironic because I was selling cable TV subscriptions door to door.
Yeah.
And how ironic that stopping TV changed my life. And it's just such a simple thing.
So when you stopped that job and you're like, okay, Parker, like, here we go. It's the day. We're leaving for Thailand.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Even before we booked the ticket, which may work for some people don't like this, but we started telling everyone what we're going to do before we did it. So we started telling our friends.
Pressure.
Social accountability. So we started telling our friends, like, me and Parker are moving to Thailand at the end of this year. Telling our parents, we're planning on. We told them we're going to do like some sort of study abroad. What do we even tell them? We're like, we're gonna go to Thailand for a couple months, and we're gonna do this internship with these online marketing guys.
Was that difficult telling your parents?
My parents are really relatively chill compared to probably a lot of parents out there. So totally supportive. I got good grades throughout college and shit. Yeah. So they're like, all right, you're not gonna fuck up. I'm not one of those kids. Yeah. But I actually did make this entire blog. It was called, I think it was on livingthatlife.com. I created livingthatlife.com, and I made this whole blog, and it was like, for me and Parker both to show our parents, it was like our study abroad program. It's 6 months in Chiang Mai. It had pictures of Pun Space. It's like, this is our office. Pictures of Anton and Johnny's. These are who we're working for. This is the business model we're doing. Importing products or whatever, online marketing, whatever it is. And it was like housing, a combination. It made it like it had budgets.
Dude, that is hilarious.
And it made it look like a study abroad program.
Yeah.
Here I am getting a burger.
Goes to Thailand, grabs
a burger.
Grabs
What's up?
a burger with an egg.
It doesn't look bad.
It looks heckin' great.
Some real traditional Thailand.
I've ate enough Thai food.
So wait. How did you guys? When did you guys quit your jobs and move out here?
We graduated in December, both of us, and before that, I'm like kind of the same thing, telling people, it's like, hey, I'm moving over to Ho Chi Minh and gonna teach English and start a business, and eventually the teaching English thing will fade out and all that. And then so Evan was like,
that sounds cool.
I'll do that.
Like,
I'll do that with you. I'll do that. And then our other buddy Walker, who's usually in this, is like, I'll do that too. And then we got a job at a not telemarketing. It was like a telemarketing job, and for a month.
2 months,
for
actually.
2 months.
Yeah.
And it was really just doing like surveys for people, but.
Oh, okay. Yeah, making calls for a couple months.
Non-stop,
in the States, right?
Yep.
Okay, after college, just to
in Iowa.
Right.
And while we were doing that, we're like rolling through your course. Product research is like we wake up at 8, and we wake up at 7. We work out, we eat product research for 5 hours, work for another 6 hours,
Woo!
come back, go to bed, repeat
Let's
every day.
go.
Every day.
Yeah, it was good.
And so we did that. We booked our tickets. And it was like booking them. We clicked them. We're sitting there next to each other. We clicked, booked the ticket, and it's like, fuck.
We're doing this now.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's good.
Oh, we're breaking shit already?
No, that's all
good.
No worries. So it's like, so you're selling products online. You have a number of products, yes.
Yeah, I've launched a number of products. 2 are selling currently. We've launched 4. So basically 2 have been successful out of the 4.
Yeah.
One of them sold out of all 1,000. So it's kind of like a wash.
Yeah.
Decided not to pursue it more.
Sure.
But we're actually launching 3 more products this month, and a photo shoot for all 3 of them is tomorrow in Bangkok. So yeah, launching 3 more. It's been a long time coming, but we're launching 3 more. Yeah. In the next couple years, we're gonna continue to launch products in our current brands, and we're actually already talking with suppliers for our second brand. So if you guys know who Ryan Moran is, he has multiple brands on Amazon, so we just want to keep following him, and we only have one little brand. We want to do that, duplicate it, and then also, like any entrepreneur does, like Ryan Moran does, obviously he has a podcast, he has coaching and course, whatever,
Right.
like they obviously do, is diversify into information products. So right now, 6 months ago we realized, okay, we get so many Amazon questions, we gotta do a course, provide value to people that are asking for it. Let's see you, Cap. So get into information products.
Coming in higher.
Maybe get into like merchandise, but definitely branch out. Physical products is diversify with information products. So I want to come out with like a Chiang Mai guide too, because that's like the second most common question I get. It's all about Chiang Mai and Chiang Mai. So
I don't doubt it.
I gotta get my ass around to doing that, and creating like information brands along with physical products. So just diversifying income slowly. Like I want to take YouTube full time, which means be making a full time traveling income just from like
documenting,
information products through YouTube, whether that's affiliate offers or selling my own like books or courses or whatever the heck it may be, selling my merchandise, like someone made me this shirt, or whether that's like sponsorships from hotels, like a lot of YouTubers. So like I'm gonna keep making videos, keep traveling the world, keep doing what you love, like Tim Ferris says, or like we say, keep doing dope shit. Like Tim Ferris says, keep doing interesting stuff or whatever the fuck. Just keep living a 4-hour work week, keep traveling, and I want to see the whole world and just keep having fun, and that's probably not gonna stop ever.
Cool.
Yeah, totally. It's good.
So you've traveled quite a few places. What are a couple places you really want to go back to?
Like top 3 that you want to go back to. Yeah.
I haven't been that many places to compare to a lot of nomads that we meet out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Sure.
I've been in Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, 2 months in the Philippines, did a month in Kenya / Tanzania, but I'm not really thinking on the going back to places right now. I'm thinking of
the places to go.
All around South America is high on the list.
Yeah.
I want to do Japan, and I haven't even been to like New York City, but
I haven't either.
Tokyo is very, very high up.
He hates New York City.
Never been there, but
it's worth going to.
Yeah, definitely want to check it out. This is the biggest city I ever lived in, Bangkok. So I want to go to fucking every country. I mean, let's go. Why not? You only have once.
YOLO. True that.
So now I'm here. So what about you guys? Are you?
I'm probably the least traveled foreigner in Bangkok.
I was lucky enough to study abroad in Austria, so I got to see all of Europe.
I want to do Eastern Europe because it's like
so badly cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper.
It's on the it's in that spectrum. It's not like Western Europe. and like man, I am fair skinned. Like this is hostile environment now.
Oh yeah. Out here in Asia, the 90-degree heat every day.
Hot as hell out here.
Yeah, man.
Recently, at least.
It's sweaty. That's why I'm always tank top, looking like I'm coming from the beach every day, just airing out, sweating, not giving a fuck.
You wear sunscreen?
No.
You just let it go.
I know.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't wear daily sunscreen. Don't show my mom that.
Right. I was just gonna say.
Let's
I got
cut that
a
out.
little bit.
We'll
Sorry.
cut that out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
Should have asked the question.
I'll preface this question with: you cannot answer Tim Ferris.
Okay. Yeah.
But who is one person, or what is one idea, or one resource, or book that everyone needs to know about?
I'll go on a subject that I did a video on last week, which is like the future of work, the future of technology, and what that means. So you guys should all follow Peter Diamandis. He's the author of the book.
Badass guy.
Book Abundance. The future is better than you think. And he's just like, he's an exponential, like 10, 15, 20, 30 year guy in the future. So it's good to start thinking about the future, because we're coming into a time where technology is going to be growing very, very, very fast, and like jobs and work and automation is going to be changing very, very, very fast. So yeah, that's a guy that I follow, that I like to follow.
Cool.
And have like the abundance mindset, and it's also the optimism mindset. So much opportunity as well at the same time. But yeah,
tell us, what is one thing, and I think this is a Tim Ferris question.
It is.
Most of these are Tim Ferris questions. Hey, copy the best, yeah?
Yeah, right?
So,
That's what you're supposed to do.
what is one thing that you believe that most people think is crazy?
I believe most people think it's crazy.
It's never easy.
I guess that most people think it's crazy probably nowadays, that most job people probably think it's crazy if I were to say having a location independent, like freelance type job is actually more stable long term than having a corporate type job with a pension. Because in the next generations, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, like the whole corporations are going to start having massive layoffs. They're going to start automating everything, and pensions aren't even, I've heard on YouTube, they're not even guaranteed. Like being 60 for like someone in our generation, millennials, 65.
Good
that's
joke.
that's another world that you're talking about in 60. Like when you're 65.
Yeah.
So the whole retirement on a pension program is probably not going to be the same by the time we are, parents' age and stuff like that. So I would say like having your own small business, being a freelancer, being location independent, especially being able to move cities is more stable, for your family.
Yeah.
Probably long term. But what if you have to move? So yeah, being location independent, being online based is probably more stable than like your typical.
That makes a lot of sense.
Job.
Yeah. It's easier for us to say that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Yeah, no.
It's different arguments, but yeah, most people would probably think that's crazy if I said that.
I would agree.
I would agree that you're in the right there. But once we got out here, for me at least, it felt like it was such an obvious decision just to try it and take the risk and
man, if you fail and fall flat on your face,
go get a job in the corporate world again.
and you had a great time.
Yeah, exactly. I was just with a guy, 2 guys, met them both in Chiang Mai at the same time at that conference, and one of them is really successful with their online business. One of them had a business but fizzled out, and now the one that fizzled out came back to work for him.
Really?
So yeah, so they just make connections in Chiang Mai, and now they're both out here, and one of them's working for their guy.
Yeah.
So just to coming out here, just the people you meet
The network is good.
The network will blow your mind, because you'll meet people that have been traveling for 4 or 5 years all around the world, running their business from their laptop, doing whatever, writing books or freelancing or designing stuff, and it'll just be like, wow, like it really is real. It's not that crazy. There's thousands of people that are doing it that don't have any YouTube videos about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I do recommend that if you're out here, digital nomad, and I gotta remind myself this too. Just extend the invitation to even like associates, friends of friends. Like, yo, yeah, that'd be cool if you could come out sometime. Because people need an excuse to travel.
Yeah.
And by extending that arm, be like, yo, so when are you gonna come out? Like even half jokingly.
Right.
Are you gonna come out like next holiday, next Christmas time? They'll start to think about it. Did he just really invite me to come out? Maybe I should, and like maybe that will fucking change their life. So yeah. Invite people to come travel with you.
Mm-hmm.
So a question that we ask everyone in these episodes is, what is one thing you want to do before you die? The first thing that comes to your mind.
Live forever.
Live forever. Hey, that works. You never gotta die. That's it first. That's a creative answer.
Figure out how to
it.
live forever.
Yeah.
Extend my lifespan indefinitely.
Yeah.
Which is another subject. Like, there's a lot of talk in the biotech space of the singularity and exponential technology movement. And
Is Peter Diamandis on that?
yeah, he's good buddies with Kurzweil, and he knows exponential medicine. Like, we're on the cusp of mastering the how human cells work.
Yeah.
Mastering DNA and figure out, once we understand exactly how the human cell works and exactly how DNA works, we're going to be able to engineer cells that can do whatever, including heal anything that's wrong. That's an entirely different subject, but it's very interesting just to watch some YouTube videos on that if you're interested guys. But and then there's the whole side of it, or where these awesome technologies, healing technologies, are going to be available. Who's going to be in control of that? There's a whole political side to it.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to do is I've never really thought of that. It's not one thing I want to do. I just want to live your life to the fullest. YOLO, I guess. Yeah.
Well, and that leads right into my next question, which is, if you found out you were going to die tomorrow, what would you do today?
Damn, these are deep questions.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the point. Going deep,
bro.
Yeah.
What I want to do? I guess it would just be like, all right, everyone, all you guys, everyone I know in Bangkok, everyone I know in Chiang Mai, you're all getting flown down, and we're just gonna go out in Bangkok and have a shitty old grand time.
Yeah.
Just fucking go out with a bang, pop some bottles. I mean, what else can you do?
Yeah.
One day, and you're in Bangkok.
Do you have one philosophy or worldview that guides, like on the macro level, guides the things you do?
Yeah, for sure. And it's the whole fucking book, 4-Hour Work Week.
Yeah.
I hate to be so much on the 4-Hour Work Week's dick, but
It's good.
it's like it's the whole. That's what it is. It's a philosophy of, all right, we live in this amazing time of technology. You should probably use that to live the fullest life possible by using technology to automate your business and your income. So it's all about that. It's all about just like using technology to free your time so you can focus more time off increasing the net happiness of the world and decreasing the net suffering of the world. Basically, before you die, make the world, give the most net happiness to the world that you can possibly give.
Yeah.
Give the most value.
It's really
That's
it's got some like mind blowing mental like frameworks that you just haven't thought of. 80-20, all
It does,
blah, blah, blah.
it really
And
messes
I got
with
to
you.
watch Evan read this
Yeah,
during
mental
those
The
2
call center
months that
days.
we worked at the call center.
I was reading that book.
I got to watch him
Classic.
read it, and like every call page, he's like, "Oh man, dude, like this." And like, I know.
Exactly.
Such a good book.
Uh-huh.
But it's a lot of very simple things where it's like after I read the book, I felt this so much more emphasis on time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he stresses that a lot.
Right.
And your time is so important and so valuable.
Yeah.
And so we can live forever.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
everyone's
Until
gonna
we
be
can live
fucking
forever.
Sitting around.
Yeah, time is the only finite resource, as far as we know now.
Yeah.
But exactly, you only have 24 hours in a day. You only have 4 weeks a month and 12 months a year. So yeah, it's all about that time, freeing that up, letting technology help you do that.
So another Tim Ferris question is, if you could put anything on a billboard, any saying, any quote, any whatever, what would it be?
It's a good one. That's a Tim Ferris podcast question?
Yeah, man.
That's fucking good.
There's a lot of Tools of Titan stuff too. We pull a lot from that book.
Have you read Tools of Titans?
I only read one book.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Bible.
Yeah.
It's the Bible.
Spreading the gospel here.
That's a good one. I would either put fucking read the 4-Hour Work Week on a billboard because that would change a lot of lives. Like,
Yeah, it would.
straight up, you know,
That's-
it would. That's the funny thing. And the other thing is, I'll put like maybe
Get an
like,
affiliate link on that, though.
sign up 4-Hour Work Week / I even have, this is how much of a 4-Hour Work Week geek I am. I have like a 4-Hour Work Week quotes Instagram page where I just like make little quotes.
Yeah.
Shitting me.
Of the 4-Hour
No
Work
way.
Week Facebook page, 4-Hour Work Week quotes, or maybe 4-Hour Work Week mindset, something like that, where I just post like all like Tim Ferris quotes. Like, yeah, I'm totally brainwashed down the 4-Hour Work Week, man.
That's funny.
But if not that, I would put like the cash flow quadrant. So another book, which is like
Yeah,
very basic business, where it just basically says
good book.
you can't ever be rich or wealthy being an employee. So you have the E, the S, specialist, the B, business owner, and then the I, investor. So it's like you can never be really, really, truly rich in time and money if you're an employee or like a specialist, like a chiropractor, who I just saw today. But if you own a business where you hire other people to run the system, or you're an investor, obviously, where you're just making your money work for you, then you can truly free your time. So at that point, I was like, oh, when I saw that YouTube video or whatever the fuck it was, I was like, oh yeah, maybe I don't want to be an employee, climb the corporate ladder. Maybe I want to be a business owner. Maybe that is for me.
Rich Dad Poor Dad, yeah?
Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad. So the Rich Dad Poor Dads, they're out there. They're on YouTube. YouTube it. And so that's another good one that like can just click in someone's mind, right? So
The biggest benefit about business school for me, I will say, is the network, because there's a lot of people who want to get into, at least right now. It could change in a year or 2 years as this develops.
Yeah, the entrepreneur mindset.
Right, but right now, the amount of people I got to meet with entrepreneur minds, as well as just general business, it was good to build that network. So I put a lot of value on that.
True that.
If you were in a movie, who would you like to? Which actor would you like to play you?
Whoa! What
And
actor?
why?
I actually never thought of this before, but I do have a actor that I've liked, who actually kind of looks like me. I wish Tim Ferris was an actor. He's got a TV show.
He does.
He's got a TV
He
show.
He counts.
No, but From the Island. Do you ever see The Island?
Yes,
with
of course.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah, that's a dope movie.
Yeah.
And I thought about just right now, like he could actually like resemble me, like ginger white guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's dope. It is.
It's 9:45. They close at 10, so we're good for another 10 minutes after that, at least.
Yeah.
What's the most important adjustment that you've made in the past 3 years? Could be personally, could be professionally, but it was It changed everything for you.
Just staring at this camera right now was actually, I've told the story on Snapchat before, where it's so funny that ordering this simple $600 camera from Amazon kind of changed my life, because it made the decision, okay, I'm going to take videos more seriously.
Yeah.
And like vlogging and travel videos more seriously. So I bought it, and then boom, a year and a half later, now I have people who I'm meeting with right now who have came out to Asia because of this little camera.
Yeah.
And multiple people in Chiang Mai have come up to me and be like, dude, your videos, like, they got me out here in Chiang Mai. So just
That's
the simple
feel
decision
great.
to, it's like, yeah, because it's the exact same story from me and Johnny.
Yeah.
And I was on Johnny's podcast, and now it's like, this is literally
It's repeating.
repeating itself.
Yeah.
So
Cool
it's
place to be in,
yeah, very dope. So is that an adjustment? I don't know, but if you're thinking about buying a G7X or a vlog cam, just do it. I actually had to put this on a credit card
Yeah?
because I didn't have the cash at the time. So just do it, because it's an investment in your creativity, and it's an investment in doing what you love. So do what you like doing for the 4-Hour Work Week. Keep doing more of that.
like it.
Story about the camera. A more of an adjustment, which is kind of a non-purposeful adjustment, is kind of becoming a minimalist or a simplicityist living type of person.
Yeah.
Like I started out in Chiang Mai with like a suitcase like this big, and then eventually I got another one this big.
Yeah,
now I have one like this big.
Traveling light.
Yeah, the lighter you get, as they say, the more freer and happier you feel. So it's true. And I can actually vouch. You see these pants right here?
Yeah.
You see how many
Oh,
sewings?
hell yeah.
I ripped these.
Dog.
I got these 2 years ago.
Look at these pants.
See,
Look
props.
at
These have ink
pants,
stains.
baby. Look at these.
Props. You
Look at
got
them.
ink stains.
Got my girl to sew them
You
up.
got
No
sew them
problem.
up. You got your girl. See, that's even free. And I even have another rip that I need.
I love it.
I
Not
haven't
even
even got
fixed.
around to. I haven't even fixed. And then
That's
I gotta
good.
show you in here.
Oh,
I
shit.
got another thing that I gotta show you is inside here. I have another pair of pants that I'm bringing to the sewers tomorrow.
I love it.
And these are completely ripped.
Hell
And
yeah.
I gotta sew these tomorrow. So
That's
it's
cool.
just like, I don't know.
The minimalist.
Yeah,
simplistic
minimalist,
sort
it
of
just
thing.
makes you happy. Like, why?
Yeah.
You don't need to buy, and it makes more sense, like, from the philosophy of, like, waste and, like, why waste these. But anyways, I've kind of been digging the packing light and just
Yeah,
traveling
yeah.
light. So I guess that's an adjustment, but
Yeah.
it wasn't even conscious. It's just, like, you naturally become just, like, okay with having less. So, yeah, less shit.
Well, I think we're getting kicked out here.
Are we?
Yeah.
That is the
Wait,
channel.
wait, can I ask one more question? This is often my most fun question to
Yeah,
ask.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Tell us an embarrassing travel
Yeah,
story.
so
An
you
embarrassing
fucked up,
travel
man.
story.
Okay, how much? Okay, we have 5
Yeah,
minutes.
you
It's
give it. Just give it to us.
9:55.
Yeah,
can
yeah,
blast it out.
Yeah, you blast it.
Okay, so this other week in Kuala Lumpur, I end up shitting my pants.
Hell yeah!
The worst in my life.
There's been multiple.
I mean, not really like this. I mean, everyone's had like a squirt before, like a shark. No, but this is like, and I'll tell you why. And it happens to do because of a massage. So
Okay.
we
Oh,
were
okay.
in Kuala Lumpur, and we decided to go get these massages. And I tell her I fight Muay Thai. I want strong.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
she's just like giving me the hardest, like on my nerves, and then she eventually starts doing this. Oh yeah. Before that, I asked her where's the bathroom because I had to take a shit. I had to take a shit before we even went in, and then she said, "Oh no," she said, she goes, "This okay, this not okay. No have water." So they didn't have water in the place, and so I was like, "Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna be holding this in for an hour." And she starts doing these ab massages, like just like forcefully, like, and I hear it's like shit. She knows what she's doing. She's like massaging my intestines. So she's like pushing up and down. I'm just like, oh my god! I almost told her to stop, but it wasn't coming out yet. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna be fine. But in the back of my mind, I had my plan set on what I'm gonna do. Like I'm basically naked, you know. What I'm gonna do if shit just starts spurting out of my. And my plan was I'm just gonna get up, get my clothes, and just walk out there naked because I'm not. We had paid beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm just getting out of there. So, anyways, it was good. I ended up holding it in, but I'm walking. I'm going home, took a taxi home, and then I'm like, I'm all good. But I'm getting the elevator and I'm going up, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, trying to hold it in the hardest. Like I do a lot of squats and CrossFit, and I'm clenching the hardest I've ever clenched. Trying, it's all of a sudden just like turn on a hose. It's like the most shit is trying to come out ever. And so I'm jumping around the elevator, luckily by myself. I'm like, oh my god, trying to hold it in. I'm like, oh no.
You're going up to your room.
I'm going up to my
You're
room.
almost there.
55th floor in Kuala Lumpur, our Airbnb there, and like I can't hold it in. Like it started. I'm starting to shit my pants. Like I had pants on. I'm like, oh, it's like. Luckily, I get into the Airbnb, and it's just like. From there, it was just
a mess.
Yeah, you know how it goes. It's just a mess from there. But I ended up having to throw out those boxers. To put it that way. So those boxers are gone,
Long gone.
in the landfill.
And near Kuala Lumpur.
Oh my god!
Hopefully not
so
near
good.
anybody.
That's so good.
That was good.
If you gotta go tell her you're good on the stomach massages, or you will be shitting 5 minutes later. Gosh, I think she punked me or something. She knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing.
Got me. It was like, we were like,
oh, God.
Oh, anyways, first time that came out on YouTube, so...
I'm so happy I asked
I was
that
thinking
question.
about doing a story about that.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
That's incredible.
Walker and I have our own stories about that. That are going to go up on our own Going Deeps.
Yeah.
And I'm a normal guy.
He's a normal guy. He doesn't.
So I don't have that story.
But anyway, I guess unfortunately I would love to keep doing this. This is a heckin' blast. But
Great
we
stuff.
are now done. I had a blast getting to know Riley. And if you want to know more about his story, he's got an awesome channel.
Well, this section will be on your channel.
Who knows?
Oh.
Check us both out. Who knows where this will pop up? Check out these guys' channel. What's the name of your channel?
Trekyeah.
Trekyeah.
Yeah.
It's the life's a trek, and you gotta just say fuck yeah and do it.
There you go.
That's the slogan.
Yes. I
Heard it
just
here first.
Riley just made
I'll
it.
be
We
taking
love
that
it.
fee for that stuff.
Commission, if you will.
Good shit. Links everywhere below your screen.
Yes.
Oh, cheers! I'm out of beer.
Peace.
Awesome.
Thanks,
was
guys. That was dope.